Let's get started now with our top story tonight from Mumbai, where Raj Thackeray has been leading protests against the toll tax that he believes is a result of a dangerous and an illegal nexus between those who run the toll booths and the political establishment.
MNS workers following their leader's diktat out on the streets to protest against toll plazas. But the police ensured that they are reined in. Large parts of Mumbai and Maharashtra unaffected by the MNS call for a Rasta Roko agitation. Despite the MNS chief's call to not resort to violence or inconvenience the public, MNS workers blocked traffic at some places for a few minutes and indulged in stone pelting.
वायलेंस ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए, वायलेंस ठीक है, अहिंसावादी आंदोलन होना चाहिए। ये तो किसी भी गरीब को हवा छोड़ रहे, कांच तोड़ रहे, ग्लास तोड़ रहे, इनका कौन मुंह बदला चुकाएगा? हाँ, आम आदमी का लॉस कौन भरेगा?
Reports of stray violence from Aurangabad and Pune, but no major trouble. In Navi Mumbai, the police conducted a minor lathi charge to clear the roads. 8 stray buses were targeted in Pune, 4 in Aurangabad.
Large number of MNS workers were detained even before the agitation could start, and those who were left could hardly do anything because of the large presence of policemen. Elaborate security arrangements were made all along the highway and also at the toll booths.
The Mumbai police had made elaborate plans to contain the effect of the agitation. Raj Thackeray was detained soon after he left his home in central Mumbai.
Our line is very clear. We will not tolerate any vandalism and will proceed as per law.
Raj Thackeray planned to lead protests at the Vashi toll naka, but the police had other plans. Raj was stopped midway and detained here at the RCF police station for over 2 hours. When he was finally released, the agitation had already lost steam.
कुठेही तोडफोड किंवा कुठेही काहीही हिंसक कुठची गोष्ट आपल्या पक्षाकडनं होणार नाही. मी आता आतमध्ये असताना मला मुख्यमंत्र्यांचा फोन आला होता आणि त्याप्रमाणे उद्या सकाळी 9 वाजता सह्याद्रीवरती त्यांनी बैठक बोलवलेली आहे.
The Maharashtra Chief Minister called the MNS agitation just a political stunt in an election year.
तोड़फोड़ की कोई आवश्यकता नहीं है, चुनाव का वर्ष है, राजनीति करना चाहते हैं लोग.
But the MNS's rival Shiv Sena alleged that the agitation was scripted and that Raj enjoyed tacit support from the Congress NCP government.
कहाँ बंद हुआ है? मुंबई महाराष्ट्र चल रहा है. आप देखिए, आप चैनल दिखा रहे हैं कि सब ठीक ठाक चल रहा है.
An NDTV bureau report.
So as Raj Thackeray leads protests against toll taxes in Mumbai, here in Delhi, the Aam Aadmi Party government has another headline-grabbing moment. The government has announced that there will be a 50% subsidy on all those defaulters who had originally joined the Aam Aadmi protests against electricity bills. Remember, Arvind Kejriwal was leading these protests before the elections. So on the buck stops here today, the larger question we're asking, and let's bring that graphic up, please. The larger question we're asking, is it actually street protests that are actually now dictating policy? Is this a healthy sign, or is this taking a toll, pun fully intended, on democracy? Let's introduce our panel tonight. From the Congress, joining us is Sanjay Nirupam. Don't forget that Sanjay Nirupam himself sat on a protest asking for electricity tariffs to be cut in Mumbai. From Mumbai tonight, also joining us from Raj Thackeray's MNS party is Rita Gupta. She's of course with the Mahila wing of the party. Also from Mumbai tonight, Preeti Menon. She's a member with the Aam Aadmi Party. With me in the studio, Sohail Seth, managing editor with Consilage. And also from Mumbai today, Jayant Maheshkar, who's of course associated with infrastructure developers. And it is one of the companies that has spoken out in favor of the need for toll taxes. Let me start with you, Rita ji. आपसे शुरू करती हूँ. What is this protest against? Because पहले आप लोगों ने बोला that there is an illegal nexus, rules are not being followed, that actually there's a nexus between those who run toll booths and politicians. But why should that mean that you don't want any toll tax at all?
Barkha, let me clear this. We are not against toll. Raj Saab has always said he's not against toll, but when the toll is taken,
okay,
one place, if I just first give you the detail,
yes,
in Sangli,
yes,
the toll money was 6 crores, which they had billed the toll, and they had taken 65 crores. and when we got the details from RTN and we have given it to them, then on that basis they told they have closed their toll. So why is this always MNS or Raj Sahib has to tell them ki what are they doing? We are not against toll. We have told them, we are always telling them you can take toll, but how much they have to take?
But Rita ji, for 2 weeks ago, today Raj Thakra's protests were of course peaceful. He was detained also. But 2 weeks ago, and I'm quoting here, Raj Thakre said, I order party workers to ensure that no toll is charged at booths. If anyone raises a voice, thrash them. If there is any resistance, just crush the booths. If there is a traffic jam, let it be. Let the situation take its own course.
You know,
yes, ma'am, please, go ahead. You can't hear me?
No.
We can hear you. Go ahead, go ahead.
The question which you have asked me,
yes,
ki 2 weeks back Raj Sahib had said ki if these things happened, you break the booth or you don't listen to anybody.
Yes.
Let me tell you, in 2012,
yes,
first as agitation was taken.
Yes.
And agitation was taken regarding that ki the toll money is taken beyond what they wanted. And after that, after 1 month, the CM told us ki we will give you the answer. 4 times Raj Sahib met CM, CM didn't give any answer.
Okay.
Then we have filed a case in the court. We have filed a petition.
So what
Last
is your
2 years
position? Ma'am, what is your position?
I am
That
telling
there
you
should
that.
be no
I am
toll
telling you
taxes,
that.
there should be
Last-
lower toll taxes, or the rules should be followed?
We want, see, Barkha, we want the details. Whatever toll you are taking, you give us the detail ki on this toll we still the money has to come, or on that toll the money has to come. They are not giving us the details. We are asking them for the details. We are not against toll. I am again and again telling you. We are not against toll. We just want the details ki how much money you have got and how much money is to be recovered.
Okay, so you're saying you're
We are
asking for
just
greater
asking for that.
transparency. You're saying you're asking for greater
Yes,
transparency.
yes,
You want the rules
yes.
to be followed. Okay, we will put
Yes,
that to Mr.
yes.
Maheshkar in just a moment. But first, let me get you. This is what happened in Mumbai today. Now take a look at what happened in Delhi today. In Delhi, and let's just cut from Mumbai to Delhi if we can. In Delhi today, we actually had the Aam Aadmi Party announcing that there would be a 50% discount in the power tariffs of those who had supported the Aam Aadmi Party in its agitation against the electricity bills. Now, Preeti Menon, is your party effectively rewarding those who break rules?
Barkha, when the Congress waves off farmer loans, it's called pro-farmers.
Yeah.
When the BJP gives huge subsidies and gives loans to industrialists,
Yeah.
it's called pro-business. Now we are pro-people, and this is something that the whole country has to get, they have to realize this and adjust themselves to this, that all politics will have to be pro-people now. These are people who are being overcharged due to the corruption, due to the nexus.
Okay.
And it was something that we always said, that anybody, if you are overcharging you, you have to start a civil disobedience movement, which is peaceful, but which is very categoric, that we will not tolerate injustice. Our civil disobedience was like the salt satyagraha. If something belongs to us and is our right, and somebody is overcharging us for it, we are not going to allow that to happen.
But Preeti, while I take your point that politics is being pushed to becoming pro-people, how do we define what pro-people is? You gave the example of the Congress waiving off farmers' loans, but no farmer has actually gone on a civil disobedience movement refusing to pay his loan. Actually, farmers are driven to suicide because of accumulating loans. But we've never seen them actually saying, "Hum loan hi nahi denge."
See, when the Andhra Pradesh government earlier had waived off 60,000 crores worth of loans,
yes,
they had done it as a poll plank. They had done it to amass votes. So this happens all the time. But what we are doing is a bit different here. We are saying that the charges are wrong. And within 48 hours of coming into government, we put 50% subsidy applicable to all Delhi citizens from 2014 onwards. So we already did it for everybody. Now in retrospective, we are rewarding the people who heralded this change, who brought in this movement by actually taking a risk. We have rewarded them and we have promised them we do it, and we are only rewarding them by 50% subsidy. not even the entire bill is being waived off.
Okay,
but there's
now-
something that I'd like to say on the toll issue, if I may.
Yeah, can we come back to the toll issue? Because what I want to do is really juxtapose the two issues that have come out in two of India's, most important cities, Mumbai and Delhi today. And what does this signify for our politics? We've got Alec Padamsee also with us, but I'm going to get one more political perspective in from Sanjay Nirupam of the Congress. Sanjay, you were sitting on Dharna yourself. So my question is, what has happened to our politics that all the netas are taking to the streets? Is this the only way now to get policy to change? And is the Congress in any position to criticize the Aam Aadmi Party for its decision on the Bijli bills in Delhi when you yourself were sitting on Dharna to demand a reduction in the Bijli tariffs in Mumbai?
Barkha, it is not for the first time that the politicians are going on the street or carrying out any morcha. We have been doing it for a long time and nothing wrong in it. When the issues come up,
the difference is you were against your own government. The difference is that people are now, in many cases, going on Dharna against their own parties, against their own governments.
Okay, you may be right, but the point is, if some policy, some program, something is against the interest of the people, I think we the politicians should be ready to come out on the street to voice their concern,
so
their problems.
Do you support Raj Thakra's campaign against the non-transparency in toll taxes, and do you support the Aam Aadmi Party's decision to give a 50% cut to those who supported them in their agitation against the electricity power companies?
Both the things are different. As far as toll is concerned, as a concept, I am not against the idea of toll.
Okay.
But there has to be some sort of transparency.
Okay. So you
Government,
support them. That's what Rita Gupta is also saying.
1 minute. Let me complete. What is required to be done by the government is that a government should come with a comprehensive policy, a complete transparency in the toll collection system. And as a matter of fact, that kind of system is not.
So do you support the MNS protest? Sanjay Nirupam, do you support the MNS protest?
I support as far as it is peaceful.
Okay.
If they are resorting to violence, I can't support this.
Okay. That's a fair distinction. Now I want to bring in the non-political perspective. Sohail and Alex. Sohail, I'll start with you. What is happening to our politics? You hear Preeti of the Aam Aadmi Party saying all politicians are being driven to, in a sense, embrace a more people-friendly approach. And therefore, you are seeing a shift. Is this a healthy shift? Is it a dangerous shift?
I want to change her English a bit. People-friendly is slightly different from populist.
Okay.
That's what they're doing.
Okay.
This is populist politics. I'm a citizen of Delhi. I'm a resident of Delhi.
Yes.
Why on earth did I stupidly pay my bills? Why should I be deprived of this 50% discount hand-me-down? If Arvind Kejriwal is concerned about the people who protested alongside him, then that 6 crores, which is now going out of government money, should actually go out of the Aam Aadmi Party's coffers because they supported his protest. I didn't support his protest because I believe that utilities must be paid for.
So you're saying you're being punished for following the rules?
A. B. Raj Thakre, to come to Raj Thakre for a moment, this is thuggish behavior.
He's protested peacefully today, he'll say.
No, today he may have protested peacefully. All his utterances are that of a bully. I want Biharis thrown out. I want this person done away. You can't run a democracy this way. And my only other point to Sanjay Nirupam is you have every right to protest. Then why on earth do you fight elections? Why do you have the sanctity of parliament? Why do you have the sanctity of the assembly? Then go out on streets and fight. Then whichever man has brute force, then why do we abuse the Raju Bhaiyas and the Pappu Yadavs? They're also criminal.
Let me get Alec to add to that and we'll take it all back to the panel. Alec, do you agree with Sohail or do you feel some empathy for the protesting neta?
No, I must say that ever since Gandhiji's time, peaceful protest, having a dharna without any violence is a legitimate form of protest in India. It may not be in some other countries, though it is. I remember in England when they protested against the nuclear bomb, they used to come out on the streets, and these kind of things are accepted. But I do agree with Sohail when he says, let it be peaceful, let not this kind of violence take place. And I want to say one more thing. There must be, the ears of the government don't seem to listen. Even when the media brings up points which maybe the toll is unfair or it's too heavy or let's have a look at the accounts and be accountable, that is the time the government must respond immediately, not take their grandfather's time to respond, because people today are very, very agitated.
Impatient and restless. It's the age of the restless. It's the age of the restless Indian
country.
Okay, Jayant Maheshkar, let's bring you in. Do you agree with Alec Padamsee that, you know, as somebody who's directly associated with the business of of toll taxes, do you agree that there is a lot of discontent? And Alec Padamsee's point is that because there's no response to it, because there's no transparency when there needs to be, that you end up with these dharnas that sometimes turn violent. What do you say, Mr. Maheshkar?
Good evening, Barkha. Thank you for inviting me on this chat. My views are basically any agitation, as long as it is peaceful, is always, which is always better for the people doing the agitation, as well as people on the road or in the common man is not affected.
Okay.
Number two, as far as the toll levy of toll is concerned, I would like to add one very specific point is, as long as the toll collection is done for the facility provided and the user pay concept is validated, I think payment of toll is something which is more of need of the hour rather than more of a luxury.
It's the need of the hour rather than a luxury. And actually, a study by the International Food Policy Research finds that for every 10 lakh rupees spent on roads, this is important, for every 10 lakh rupees spent on roads, 124 people actually escape poverty. And for every rupee spent on rural roads, you end up yielding more than 5 rupees in additional agricultural output. These are important figures. Can you have good roads without tolls? Now, before I get the politicians to respond to the issues that are flagged by Suhail, do you think that Alec has a point? That the reason that people are taking to the streets, including politicians, is nobody is listening.
No, but there is recourse to that. No one listened when the so-called scams happened.
Yeah.
What did you do? You went to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court said, okay, we'll get O.P. Saini, the CBI judge, to have a trial. People went to jail.
Yeah.
You cannot mess up institutions in India and then hope for a democracy to survive. You will replace India's democracy with a mobocracy. Arvind Kejriwal may have his heart in the right place, but tomorrow a lumpen element will come. He will misuse the facilities of so-called pro-people, and he will demolish every single institution we've taken care to build.
So your question to the three parties tonight, because then I'm going to get them to respond.
My question to the three parties is, peaceful protest in itself is a misnomer. Because please remember, in any protest, someone suffers. And we've seen enough research to say that the common man suffers the most. The daily wager suffers the most. The elite don't matter. They will lead their lives as blissfully as they've always done.
Yeah.
It is the common man who suffers. Why don't we be empathetic towards
Let me start with you, Preeti, and then I'll come to you. Yeah, Preeti Menon, go ahead. From the Aam Aadmi Party, the question of Suhail said that you are not being pro-people, you are being populist. That you cannot conflate the two.
I think that there is a shockingly elitist way of thinking which has absolutely no connect with reality and the sufferings of the people who are sitting on protest today. Yes, there is, I mean, if he says that no protest can be peaceful, then he is discounting the entire Gandhian movement. He's discounting our entire freedom struggle. He says then that did not exist. That wasn't real.
You know, Arvind Kejriwal and his party are not the inheritors of Gandhi.
I would like to complete my point.
Sorry.
I don't think you can shout people out, and that is also not, really allowed. You know,
I'm peacefully protesting, except a bit
loudly. The
loudly.
other thing about protests, it's not just whether it's not just about peaceful protests and, violent protests. Violent protests are absolutely despicable. But what is more important here is, when somebody is doing a protest on an issue, have they studied an issue? Does a Sanjay Nirupam know why the electricity should be cut down to 15% or why should it not be reduced by 50%? Do they do the research behind it?
But Preeti, may I interject to ask a question to you, Preeti? What about those who followed the rules and paid their bills?
Simple question.
What about those who followed? They didn't know that the Aam Aadmi Party was going to come and give a 50% rebate.
I would have not paid my bill for the last 3 months if I had known you would come.
So respond to that, Preeti, and then I want to move on to Rita Gupta.
Well, the difference in this, Barkha, I'd like to just quickly answer this.
Okay.
The discount which is being given is not being given for clever people who, if he knew that they were going to get a discount, they would then not pay their bills. This is giving for people who were brave enough to take a bold decision to herald change.